This is Robyn Nelson. Wrestle Popcast presents Beyond the Bell, and my special guest is WoW superhero Amber O'Neill.
Well, what's up? What can I do for you today?
So, what brought you to Future Great Wrestling?
What brought me here was an opportunity of a lifetime. First of all, I'm on tour. I am on tour promoting WoW Superheroes, which is a all-women's promotion owned by David McLean and Jeannie Buss, and I am one of the ones that's been chosen to travel the world and promote the company, and I couldn't be more proud. And I have known Cody Hawk and the people who are in charge here for 10 plus years. Cody is responsible for training John Moxley, Sami Callihan, some of the top names in the entire business. I've known Cody a really long time. And since I'm on an East Coast tour promoting the upcoming largest all-women's promotion in the entire world, I couldn't think of a better place to come showcase my skills and promote, the number one women's wrestling company in the entire world. And I mean, I'm also one of the best in the entire world. So tonight I got to wrestle Shauna Reed, and then we had an impromptu tag match with two guys, and that was odd, but hey, we ended up coming out victorious. And at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm a competitor. When you're a competitor and you've been doing this as long as me, and not that I'm conceited, but I know I'm one of the best female wrestlers in the entire world. I knew that when I came here, this company has produced the top talent in the entire world, and I knew that this was the place to come showcase what I had, regardless of who I was wrestling. I knew I was going to come out. At the end of the day, I'm more skilled than anyone here in this locker room.
So,
I mean, Sami Callihan and John Moxley are not here today, but had they been, I would have been like, oh, okay, as long as I'm not wrestling them. But this company has produced some of the top talent in the entire world, so I knew this was the place to come to promote the television company that I work for. Jeannie Buss, she spearheads in a conjunction with David McLean, WoW Superheroes, and I am on tour promoting them. And when you're on tour promoting something as big as what Jeannie and David are doing, you only go to the best of the best, in the entire world, and this company is the best of the best. So I knew that this was a place to make a pit stop.
especially, you were also in Japan. You wrestled for New Japan as well as the Bullet Babe. What was it like being over in Japan, and then you had that memorable match with Maria Kanellis over there?
Being a part of the Bullet Club is probably one of the things I'm most proud of, because I was married to one of the members in the Bullet Club, but at the end of the day, it had nothing to do with that. The Bullet Club is the biggest crossover act in Japanese history. It was like the biggest thing, in my opinion, to happen since the NWO. They were the number one faction. They made the biggest crossover from Japan to America that I'd ever seen in my life. If you think about it, the members of the Bullet Club were Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Gallows, Anderson, the Young Bucks, who are now Cody Rhodes, Cody Hall. It's like the talent, being part of a group, of a faction of that level of talent. And for me to be chosen to be the female in that faction, it's one of the things that I'm most proud of in my entire life. And yes, I was chosen during that time in the Bullet Club as a Bullet Babe to be the first woman to ever have a one-on-one match and against Maria Kanellis. So I pride myself on being that person. Me and Maria Kanellis were also the very first females to ever be in the very first mixed tag in New Japan. So we had a fabulous storyline. You know, it was a husband-wife versus husband-wife storyline.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think everything's meant, you know, is meant to be, and I could not be more proud. Maybe it was right place, right time, but whatever the case may be, I'm very, very proud to have been chosen, selected to be part of the history that me and Maria made. Like, we made like non-stop, like top-notch history in Japan, and I haven't seen anything like it since, and I think that we are legit trailblazers, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm very proud to be part of like the biggest faction and the biggest crossover since the NWO. So it's just something I hold very, very dear to my heart, whatever the case may be. I'm very grateful for everyone involved. I'm very grateful to be aligned with such talent. I learned so much during that time, and I will always hold that whole experience very, very dear to my heart. I am the only woman in history I was in 2 consecutive Wrestle Kingdoms. My debut was at Wrestle Kingdom 9, and between being the only female in the world to do 2 Wrestle Kingdoms, which is a WrestleMania of New Japan, then being the first female to have a singles match with Maria, and then being the first, me and Maria being the only females that have participated in the first women's one-on-one match and the first women to participate in the intergender tags. Like, I just hold that very dear to my heart because it is a very prominent moment in history, and I just couldn't be more honored to be part of it.
One more question. Amos, and do you think he's a schmuck?
Like, you mean like the movie, like Dinner with Schmucks, or? I mean, I don't like to speak negatively of anyone, but I think he was kind of a wuss, if that's a better word.
Thank you so much. This is Robyn Nelson, Amber O'Neill. This has been Beyond the Bell, and there you have it.
There you have it.